These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mark Z via PDK. The chatter out of Iraq is phenomenal. I don't think you will have to survive on nothing burgers much longer. Most of the news is coming out of Iraq as they are awaiting the release of their lower denominations on Sunday or Monday. That is what I'm being told. I'm hoping and praying this is actually it. I have received a number of calls about this from Iraq. RayRen98 says a bank source called, said they are moving their staff in place, looking forward to an exciting weekend. Pimpy article quote, the UN Security Council, we support the independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity of Iraq. This is big. One of the biggest steps towards Iraq is being able to really, truly revalue their currency is they have to be a sovereign nation. The reason why their currency was devalued was out of punishment. So once they're recognized as a sovereign nation again, they're able to make their own decisions without asking for permission. Frank26 article quote, a financial official determines the possibility of changing the dollar exchange rate in the next year's budget, unquote. The gradual increase in the IQD exchange rate has already occurred. The CBI education explained it to the citizens. You are now going to be moved to 1,000 to 1, brings it back 1 to 1. All right, Bruce via Wiser Now. We're getting now some of the most definitive information we have had at all over the last 10 years. We have very good information suggesting that the rates for the currencies that we know will be changing for some of the dealers that are left, or the currency sellers will be getting notified or have been notified of a rate change for this weekend, which may take certain currencies out of the mix for them to continue to sell, because the pricing at the new rates would put that over the top and unaffordable to purchase. And that is very good, and it looks like we're getting confirmation of that timing for late Saturday into Sunday. All right, Mark Z via PDK says we are hearing out of Iraq that they're expecting the lower denominations and the change of the value on either Sunday or Monday. I am praying this is accurate. So we have phenomenal news from Iraq. We have Redemption Center folks going to work tomorrow. Today really has been fantastic on the news front. Things really are ramping up, and I am pretty stinking excited about where we are at right now. RayRen98 says dinar sales has stopped all currency exchange locations at the United Arab Emirates International Airport in the Middle East. All right, Mark ZV via PDK, I'm being told from Redemption contacts they are indeed planning on working this weekend. If not working, they will for sure be on call over the weekend as they prep. They also went through some updated training this week. I just found that out. So pretty positive stuff coming from the Redemption Center contacts. They were even told to expect to work over the Thanksgiving holiday with the possibility, possibly the only day off is Thanksgiving. And they will not even guarantee that one off. Buckle up. At this point, I do not think it matters that there's a Thanksgiving holiday this week in the United States. Keep in mind that we are just one country in the world, not even the biggest. To me, this is great news. Frank26, Firefly Boots on the Ground, Iraqi TV update. Firefly Alawi, the guy you told us to pay attention to, is talking about our exchange rate. He just told us on TV that our exchange rate should have been changed years ago. He said it needs to float, and then he described how a float is based on supply and demand versus a fixed rate that is backed by gold. He says we also need the lower notes out. He talked about how Iraq already had digitally fixed the lower note issue, just need the lower notes on streets. Frank, the finance minister, comes out and tells the Iraqi citizens, we need a new exchange rate, we need a new currency. In fact, you guys are losing money, and the reason why is because they don't have enough change to pay you back. You don't have the currency for it. The new exchange rate is going to be calculated on a different denomination. These are lower notes. We call them small category notes. Same thing. Wow. Firefly said then Kazemi comes out and he is also saying there's a new exchange rate. And he says to us an exchange rate change would be for the Iraqi citizens, for the people of Iraq, not the government. Mustafa will talk to you in 2 days. All right, and lastly, Bruce via Wiser Now. We heard out of Iraq, they have 2 sets of ATM machines. They have the older machines and they have brand new machines installed. The new machines have the new lower denomination notes. The IQN refers to the new Iraqi Dinar notes, so they have their new notes, their new currency, and those ATMs loaded, but they have not yet been turned on. What we understand is the new currency in Iraq, new ATMs, will be turned on Monday morning Iraq time. It means that revalued dinar will have been made available to them with their new currency in Iraq starting Sunday. That means that their rate for their dinar in their country and their international rate should be out and usable internationally, we believe, starting Sunday.